Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of To The Max Outdoors. Today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about a laser bore sighter. More specifically, the style of laser bore sighter, like this one right here, that fits in the barrel of your gun. This is not a cartridge specific one. This is what they call universal. It slides in the muzzle of the gun. Like this one here, you can see down here on this bottom row, this one here goes from 17 caliber up to 12 gauge. I feel that that's a pretty versatile, useful tool in a do-it-yourself kind of person like I am. That's a pretty useful tool in your bag of tricks if you understand how to use it. And I'll be honest with you, I struggled with them for a long time. If you've been following me here, following Max and I along, we've been customizing this Savage Stevens 301 turkey-specific shotgun. We camoed it. We did some. We disassembled it, we reassembled it like we wanted to, and we also mounted a Firefield Impact XL reflex sight on it. Well, the time has come. It's time to get this gun tuned in really good on paper and get our pattern where we want to be. Now, we are tungsten. We are shooting tungsten this year. There again, Viper Ammunition. I love those guys. They're out of North Central West Virginia. But I would rather not be chucking $5 and $10 bills of these tungsten shots to try to get this thing tuned in exactly like I want it. That's where this laser bore sighter right here comes in handy. Now, I've struggled with them in the past because I didn't understand them, and I kind of come up with three little simple rules that I do every time I use it, because when I used this in the beginning, I didn't get really good results out of it, and I thought they were junk tools made in China. Well, some of that's true, some of it's not. So 3 simple rules. Read the instructions, know the ballistics of what you're shooting, and you have to zero this laser out every time in the muzzle end of the gun. Well, read the instructions. We'll go through the 3 rules. Read the instructions. The instructions are very vague and they do not give you a step-by-step on how to laser bore sight. Maybe there's another brand that does. I'm not sure. I've done a ton of research. I can't find it if there is. But one good thing that this does is it says for scoped firearms that the ideal distance is 25 to 30 yards. So right out the gate right there. If you're using something like this, you have to use it at 25 to 30 yards. Perfect. Now, that's where rule number 2 comes in. Step number 2 comes in. You need to know what your ballistics are at 25 yards to set your reticle to. All your ammo manufacturers that factory load stuff, they produce charts to tell you that. And then for guys like myself that do a lot of hand loading, there is tons of load data available that has all your bullet drops counted for, and it'll tell you at 25 yards what you need to do. So read the instructions, 25 to 30 yards. Know your ballistics, 25 to 30 yards. And the third thing is zeroing the laser out. So I'm going to exaggerate why you need to zero your laser out with this cordless drill here. Now this brand here, and I only have experience with this brand. This is Accurate brand. I bought it off Amazon a few years ago. I paid like 25 or 30 bucks for it. Now you'll see here by my finger right there and by my finger right there, this has 2 set screws in it that adjust the laser beam. So when you find the collet end that goes in the caliber that you want, and you make that thing made up and you lock it up, you'll need to put the laser on and spin this in the barrel, and you'll use those 2 set screws that I just talked about to keep that dot concentric, because it's going to want to wobble on you depending on how you hit in the shotgun barrel, depending on how you hit on the riflings of the gun. There's a multitude of variants there that those 2 set screws allow you to take out. Now, I'm going to exaggerate it, but we're going to pretend like the end of my cordless drill right here, that the chuck end is the barrel of the gun that we set it in. So on the wall over here, there's a pair of waders hanging, and the stocking foot part of it is going to be our backdrop. So I've turned it on. There's the green laser. As you can see, it's hitting right there. I'm going to kill all the lights, show you there's the laser in my hand. Now watch the laser. Okay, you see how that it's not running true. You can see that. That's exactly what step 3 is. Zero that laser out. What you'll do while this is in the end of the barrel is you'll rotate it around in the end of the barrel, and you'll start moving your 2 set screws on top. And what you're doing is you want to keep that laser beam concentric, meaning you never want that laser beam dot to overrun itself. If you do that, I guarantee you'll have way more success. If you follow those 3 simple rules, you'll have way more success with one. There again, it's a cheap, inexpensive tool. It keeps you from throwing a bunch of high dollar rounds, or ammunition's not hard. It's hard to get a hold of anymore. So this is a great little tool here. Once I learned how to use it, I felt like an idiot for a long time not knowing how to use it, but I hope that helps somebody out. Leave me your comments, leave me your feedback. I'm not a master at it by no means, but that's what I've come up with that makes it work for me. So leave me some comments on how you guys use it, and thanks for watching To The Max Outdoors.